Where does the germ of a play tend to come from?
Quite random places, and often when I'm researching something else. This particular play, I was researching a film project, which actually I've never written. But I was looking at the 18th century when I discovered the concept of a jury of matrons. It sort of immediately captivated me, and I thought there might be a play there, or an excuse to have 13 women on stage together. So that's where that one came from. But they come from all over the place.
If you've identified the grit and the oyster, where do you start?
I always find it quite hard to recall the genesis in the beginning, and I know I do a lot of what I call sketching. There will be aspects of it that come quite quickly and things will start getting down on paper. But with a play like this, I've gone on quite a long research process because I didn't know the period well. To some extent, I tried to hold the research intention with the writing so that it wouldn't become a sort of piece of homework demonstrating all the things I'd read. And a lot of the research I did was nothing to do with the period. It was to do with sitting on Mumsnet for hours and hours and reading about women who, you know, their birth experiences and all those things. I tend to enjoy dabbling around and just finding things for 6 months to a year. And then at that point, I need to know what the structure is. And if the structure hasn't come by then, I think historically for me it's quite a bad sign. But this one I sort of knew by the end of that first year kind of what the structure was. But I think they're all happening in tandem, really. The character is invented to tell a particular story, and story is invented to explore a particular theme. And all of those things have to happen in a ballet with each other.
How do you know when your bit's ready?
Well, I'm quite a slow writer. I've sort of written things in secret for the last couple of years. People very rarely even see them before I've probably done at least 2 or 3 drafts. It will be at the moment that my need to share it and my hunch it might not be completely dreadful outweighs my never-ending sense of shame, and I haven't quite got it right. To some extent, once you're in the production schedule, there's a sort of, the play is ready when you run out of time, isn't it? But yeah. My worst nightmare is going into a rehearsal process not feeling the play is structurally sound, and there will always be infinite small changes you're making all the way through. But for me, when the architecture of the play is no longer creaking or unsound in any way, that's the time it's ready for rehearsal. So James, when you get sent a play, how do you read that play for the first time? Do you see it when you read it?
Yeah, no, I think you're always trying to see plays, aren't you? You know, because they're going to become three-dimensional things. Slowly, because it's never easy reading plays. In my experience now, having been reading plays for like 40 years or something alarming like that, you know quite quickly how you feel about it. You know within pages, you know, as a director, you're going to have to sign up to living with it for, you know, 3 months, 6 months, even longer sometimes. Is that a world you want to completely immerse yourself in? Because that's the thing you're going to have to do. Mm-hmm. You do know pretty quickly if it's something special that suits your taste, I suppose it is.
And have you ever had the experience of picking something up and thinking, this is absolutely brilliant, it's a masterpiece, but I can't direct it?
I like being challenged by things that I don't know how to do. Plays that are doing something new in terms of form and content. If a play is in a form that I recognise too much, I'm probably less interested in it.
James, a question for you about workshops and what purpose they serve for you as a director. How does an average workshop run for you?
My thing with workshops is to do them when you're committed to doing a play and you want to solve some aspect of the language to really explore with actors how the play works mechanically. Yeah. We did a little one, didn't we?
Yeah, our window.
On the Welkin to decide whether we needed windows on the set or not. Yeah. So it was just to solve a specific, concrete question. I don't agree with the idea that you make a play better by doing a workshop. I think you make a play better by knowing the play really well and having a cup of tea with the writer. If there is a problem with the play, indeed, which makes me think of Sarah Kane's old joke.
Which is? How
many writers does it take to change a light bulb? There's absolutely nothing wrong with a light bulb.
And when do you know that a production's ready?
From a director's point of view, the longer you have the thing in your head for, the better, because it just does percolate just by sitting in there, fully imagining the thing and getting all the people on board who will help it be realised in the best way it can be.
I think that's so true, and I think that's really true of writing as well. You can't legislate for when those things are going to arrive. You can't say I'm going to have my 2 weeks on this thing now and all the ideas I need to have will have come to me in that.
With rehearsals, there is always a very precise clock ticking, isn't there? That's a no-brainer, really.
Yeah.
You know you've got 4 weeks or 6 weeks or whatever it is.
Do you have any tips for young directors?
Keep going is the main thing. If you can afford to, keep going, because other people give up. It's my experience. Learn like a mad thing. Go towards the things that interest you. Don't be scared to write to people and to ask the people you admire, your gods or whatever, to talk to you. People in our industry are always willing to share knowledge, and keep on reading crazily, because that refines your taste all the time. What would you offer a young writer now?
Probably a version of what you've just said, which is you do just have to keep going in the face of probably a fair amount of rejection. Be your work's biggest defender, even when you yourself feel humiliated or depressed or rejected. You have to write because you need to write the things you need to write. If you've got any ideas beyond just needing to write the thing that you need to write, then I would question whether it's the right path for you. I think what I've found really wonderful and comforting is how little in competition other playwrights are with each other, and how supportive a community there is. There's no playwright who can write the play you can write, and you can't write the plays they can write. Make friends with those people and share with them, and you know, talk to them and share your work with each other. Writers understand writing better than anyone else, so I think finding your comrades is a really good tip.
We have a union at last in which you can actually get other directors to mentor you, and there's a community. I mean, directors are appalling lone wolves, but you're so right that finding ways of sharing is a way of keeping going, actually. Yeah.